on my way to work, and I'm just thinking about random stuff I see online. So random thing of the day, I seen a girl say that Kid Buu was essentially stronger than Super Buu. And I make a great debate, and I kind of just want to do a raw video on it, and I just feel like this. I kind of disagree with that statement because I know everybody says, obviously in Dragon Ball Z, sometimes, the final fight is usually against like the strongest form of that species. So, when Frieza lost to Goku, he was at 100%. Obviously, when Cell lost to Gohan, he definitely became like a equivalent to like a Super Saiyan 2 where he matched Gohan. And just so on and so on. This is just what it always has been. When Goku fought Vegeta, Vegeta had gone all the way to the, Great Ape form or stuff like that. When it came to Kid Buu, I thought it was different because the thing with Kid Buu, or just Buu in general, was Buu was more than just strength at times. What I mean by that is Kid Buu was just a menace mentally.
He went to heaven to beat the brakes off a dead niggas.
I beg your pardon?
He was strong as hell, but he was just like a child that just on like a tantrum. So there was no real control there. Fat Buu to me was very strong as well, which is probably like the pure form of Buu, or at least, you could say purest form. Then you got the Dark Buu, which is the one that essentially ate Fat Buu and then kind of became Super Buu. Super Buu to me was always the strongest one because obviously he could absorb and, take on people's forms. Now, there was times where he would absorb people, like when he absorbed Piccolo, and he definitely got weaker to the point Goku said in the Super Saiyan 3 form that he could handle them.
Oh, of course. You don't plan to beat me like that, do you?
So I do think there is credit to the fact that depending on who Buu absorbs, he will get either stronger or weaker. Now, Buu's not stupid like that. Obviously, Buu's going to make the best decision. So when Buu absorbed Mr. Gohan or whatever, I thought that was the strongest form Buu out of anything that we're going to get, because Gohan at that time was said to be the strongest in the universe. So I think if people knew that there was a Kid Buu, people would have said that, but Gohan was the strongest in the universe, so I'm not going to necessarily give Buu that, so I'm going to take that away. But what I will say is that it took Vegito to handle to handle buuhan.
Would you look at me? I'm setting records. You're a disgrace.
And I think that was a lot to show, like, damn, it took this much power. Goku and Vegeta fusing with the Batar earrings, which puts you at your maximum power together, unlike the fusion dance. It took that much for them to really show, like, this is how strong this guy is. So when they lose that and they go into the Kid Buu form, I felt like if Goku and Vegeta could have went to Vegito, that fight would have been over like this. Because they couldn't. That's what made the fight go a lot longer than what it was. Because now they're fighting in their purest form, and it took the Spirit Bomb. You cannot sit here and tell me if Goku and Vegeta was Vegito versus Kid Buu would have been the same fight. I think it would have been a lot easier, bro. Vegito was toying with buuhan, bro. Kid Buu only stood a chance because he was a kid. And I think Kid Buu to me is the equivalent when it comes to attitude or control of the ape. He's just out of control. There's no stopping him. There's no talking to him. And I think that's what made Kid Buu such a menace. Because it's like, there's no talking to a child with that much power. Now, he did things as far as, going to the other world. He did that. I just think Buu was like an ultra instinct where there was no limits in his brain. He just did whatever he wanted to do. And I do think that makes him strong. Sometimes I do think being out of control makes you a lot tougher of a fighter. But I don't think just because you're out of control that you're the best version of yourself. So when people are talking about this, who was stronger, was it Super Buu or was it buuhan or was it Kid Buu? I think buuhan was the strongest version of Buu, period. Again, it makes sense. You absorbed the strongest being known to man at that time, bro. Hell, if you would have absorbed Vegito where they didn't have to defuse, bro, that would have been even worse. So luckily that didn't happen, bro. But I just don't understand when people say that Kid Buu was the strongest form of Buu, because he wasn't. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But until next time, peace.